Okay, Cancer, I'm going to pull the top card and the bottom card from this Oracle deck, the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, and I'll be right back. Hang tight, y'all. Hey, Cancer, I've got your cards ready. I've done the math, so let's get started. The underlying theme or overarching energy for this spread is a really nice card. It's the World card. It's the 21st card of the Major Arcana. 2 + 1 is 3, and that speaks to the Gemini-ruled house of communication, short-distance trips, siblings, cousins, and neighbors. Now, you aren't having any third house energy playing out astrologically in my notes that I've got here in front of me, but it doesn't mean that short-distance trips aren't going to be a part of your world for a little bit, because we are going to be embarking on another portion of the holiday season very, very soon. We're just now up... I'm filming this before Thanksgiving. So, yeah, there's going to be more short-distance trips for you. When I see this card, I immediately think of the World Wide Web, and it's because of ideas coming from the four corners of the globe, and that it's just very interconnected. And back in the old days of the interwebs, they called it the World Wide Web. When the internet was in its infancy, I was a teenager. When people started getting internet at their houses, I was a teenager. So, yeah. Now, the World as a Major Arcana card is traditionally representative of the planet Saturn. Saturn right now is in Sagittarius. I'm not sure which house that plays out for you, because I don't have that on my notes in front of me. But I know that I've talked about Saturn being in the placements before. So just dig through some of my older videos and you should hear about it. Especially during like the eclipses, I believe I probably would have really touched on that. But yeah, Saturn represents structure, and this could be, you know, the structure of government. It could be the structure of your home. It can be the structure of your body, like your bones as well. But this card as the universe represents peace and liberation. And it could be how you're feeling towards the end of the month. Or it could be like you're feeling over the entire month could feel like it's peaceful, or like you've been liberated. Now, the first card that I pulled for you in the top 3 for clarity is the Star card, but it was in reverse. The Star represents Aquarius, and Venus will be moving into Aquarius on the 7th or 8th of the month. So that's going to be something that you may want to think about. The Star representing Aquarius. Aquarius is known for being inventive. It's known for being revolutionary, which, you know, revolution can bring liberation. So there's that. But this card represents, in the upright, it's being inspired and being happy. But in the reverse, it's like you're dealing with being blocked in some way. And you could be feeling unhappy or unfulfilled or not at peace. This is the 17th card of the Major Arcana. 1 + 7 is 8, and there are 8 stars here. That speaks to the Scorpio-ruled house of life, death, rebirth, sexuality, regeneration, and other people's money. And this is the same house that Venus is moving into, so I think that that speaks very strongly to this situation and this card that's playing out for you. Venus moving into Aquarius could be that you're dealing with money issues, a partner is dealing with money issues, you're dealing with sexuality in some way. But yeah. The second card that I pulled for you is another Major Arcana card, so it could feel very karmic for you in many ways. And you are having a full moon in your 12th house, which is the house of karma, mid-month. So it could be that this is playing out towards that event. The Empress, it's interesting, has the glyph of Venus right here, and we just got finished speaking about Venus moving into Aquarius. This card represents Aquarius in your 8th house. Now, the Empress is the 3rd card of the Major Arcana. The 3 represents the Gemini-ruled house, and we're having that full moon in Gemini, of siblings, cousins, and neighbors, the people in your neighborhood, the people that are on the same level as you. It also covers communication and short distance trips. The Venus glyph stands out to me, like I said, because of Venus moving into Aquarius, once again your 8th house. But it also stands out because Venus rules 2 of the zodiac signs. She rules Taurus and Libra. So you may be involved with or dealing with somebody who has strong Taurian or Libran energy. Or they could just have a lot of that energy in their chart. The Empress, I see her as, well, I mean, she's representative of the planet Venus, and we've spoken enough about that. But this card represents, like, being in abundance and being at one with, like, the feminine mystique, not the feminine mystique, but, like, the feminine ideals. She is very much a producer, or being able to produce. She uses the things that she has that are either around her or the skills that she has to make her world and her life better. She's very productive. She's able to get things done. She's able to, I love to make up my own words, and I have my own vernacular, if you will. And when I see this card, especially if I'm reading for, like, one of my close friends, I would say she's very much got her PhD in pimprovisation, meaning that she could really stretch a dollar, make things work, and understands that sometimes you're going to have to struggle, and you got to, you got to do with what you've got. And she's very much able to do that. It's not that she doesn't like having, I mean, she would much rather have the nice stuff, don't get it twisted, but she's able to make do with what she's got, and she can make it work. The synchronicity is just unreal in this. So yeah, the final card, the third card in your top 3 for clarity, is the 8 of Pentacles upright. The 8, once again, representing the 8th house, where Venus is moving into at the beginning of December. And, Venus represents money, and the Pentacles represent money. Venus, a lot of synchronicity in this reading. I feel like you're probably dealing with either you or somebody very close to you that you share finances with, that you are possibly getting an argument over finances in some way. Somebody spent too much, gone over budget, that sort of thing. The 8, the Scorpio ruled house of other people's money, sexuality, life, death, and rebirth. It also covers regeneration, transformation, and metamorphosis. And it doesn't have to be bad. You could be having money coming in and like, oh God, where did this come from? That sort of thing. But yeah. The Pentacles are Earth sign energy, and the Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. It's going to be a lot of Capricornian energy playing out. A lot of this stuff is happening for you in Capricorn, and all of that happens to be your 7th house. This card on its own, for me, in the Pentacles deck, or in the Pentacles suit, there's the 3 of Pentacles that looks like it's an apprentice card, where you have to have somebody looking over your shoulder to make sure that you're doing the right thing. This guy is a journeyman. He is able to do his own work. He's probably going to have to show this to someone else and get it approved before it can be used, or whatever the story is, however it works in your world. But this is someone who knows what they're doing enough to where they don't have to be watched, and they're getting it done. They're producing, much like the Empress card before it. The Pentacles also represent, it's not just money, it's resources. It's anything that you could expend on another living thing or situation. So it could be money, time, love, nurturing, the resources you have at hand. And you could just be thinking about your money and having your mind on your money because you've got bigger plans and you're not wanting it all just to be spent on the holidays, which is understandable. After the holidays are over, we have to go back to our everyday lives, and you don't want to be living for 3 months, ramen noodles because you were trying to have a blinged out Christmas. So, That's what I see there. I did the math total for these cards. It totaled up to 49. So 4 plus 9 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. And that speaks to the Cancer ruled house, that's you, of home and family, or your roots and foundations. So that's pretty interesting. It makes a lot of sense, and once again synchronistic, because you are a Cancer, or you're watching this for a Cancer, so it's definitely indicating a Cancer spread. Another 4 showed up for you in the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. The first card that I pulled for you is the number 4 card, Against the Grain. Now, with the full moon occurring in the 12th house, I see this being you very much lost in your head or in your thoughts, probably feeling like your brain won't shut up. I can very much see a lot of Cancerians feeling that way, especially with it being a Gemini full moon, because each full moon has its own flavor peppered by the sign that it's in. Gemini, the twins, it's a lot of talking. The 4 represents the Cancerian ruled house of your foundations and your roots, your family, and your home. But this card, when I see this card, I think that it's a time for hydration, to watch your water intake and make sure that you're taking care of yourself in that manner. Also, water therapy, like hot baths, showers, spa treatments, steam treatments, stuff like that would really benefit you as well right now. This card indicates that you need to be who you are and stand in your authentic truth, and to it's an invitation to honor your body through diet and exercise and even meditation. It's also an invitation to ground your body, either through those things that I talked about, diet, exercise, meditation, but also getting out in nature. This is also a card that acknowledges that you need to embrace your uniqueness, because it's what makes you unforgettable. It also invites you to be a catalyst for change through love. You are exactly who you should be at this time. But growth indicates that you won't be or shouldn't remain the same for the entirety of your existence. So we all evolve. We all change. That's fine. You're exactly who you need to be right now. And love who you are right now, because you won't be that way X amount of time from now. The second card that I pulled for you is the Legacy of Light card. It's the 7th card, which speaks to that 7th house energy that you've got playing out all throughout the month of December. It's also got the full moon up here, which once again, I feel like is going to be pretty strong for you this month. I mean, every full moon is strong for you. It's your ruling luminary, but I think that this reading is definitely playing around in that time frame. So the Legacy of Light card represents that you need to stay true to the heart of the matter in all matters. If you've been trying to decide, or you know that you will soon have to choose an option between different things, then go with the option that makes you glow, because that is the one that's in alignment with you. Also, consider your growth. Where has your growth been this year, and where has it been lean? Where have you not been focusing as well? Now's a good time to do a yearly checkup of yourself. Where have you been growing? Where have you not been growing? Where do you need to focus more energy? Your family history and roots can be of great importance to you right now. You may even be wanting to do Ancestry.com has the DNA registry or whatever now. I know a lot of people that are doing that sort of stuff for Christmas. It's Christmas gifts. That may be something that you think about doing or have been thinking about, or You know, maybe I'm planting seeds. Sorry, I'm not trying to put an advertisement out there for Ancestry.com. I'm not sponsored in any way. But, it's like you want to unlock the treasure chest of memories. And it could be because it's the holiday season. But this can bring you healing that you didn't even know that you needed. So Cancer, that's what I see what's going on for you for December. I'll be back closer to the full moon to pull a mid-month reading for you with a few extra cards, a little bit more in-depth information as well. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. Use this time to make memories with your friends and your family because those things don't cost anything and no one can ever take them from you. Employ your self-care measures. Please take care of yourself and be kind to yourself, Cancer. Save some of that kindness for others because we're all going through private battles in our worlds that some of us may never speak to another living soul about. And it's the holidays, y'all. Be kind. I hope that you're well. I hope that you take care of yourselves. And I hope to see you back mid-month for my second December video.